Hi Galacticos, welcome to this live Real News. We are 3 days away from the Madrid derby. We will take on Atletico de Madrid Saturday night and we'll talk about that match later. First I'm going to talk about what I saw in the Colombia-Argentina match last night. We had James playing 90 minutes and it was basically another James Rodriguez from the last 14 months with no presence in the offense, with no ability to step up to set the difference in the match. He put all his heart in helping his team to get a win or to have a draw in Argentina, but he was a no difference. When it came down to make definitive key passes, to create chances, he wasn't able to do that. I think that it's not about Real Madrid, it's not about Colombia, it's about James Rodriguez. I think that right now he can't find himself. He's not the player he used to be, and when he's on the pitch he's not comfortable and he can't produce the plays that bring him to Real Madrid and lead many of us to think that he could be a potential Ballon d'Or winner. I think that right now he's in the middle of nothing, and it's going to be tough for him to step up and to escape from that situation. The position table right now is a mess in the South American area, because we have 4 teams in just 2 points, and one of them will be out of the World Cup. Those teams are real big names like Chile, Argentina and Colombia especially, and Ecuador. Ecuador and Chile have 20 points right now, Argentina is 1 behind and Colombia is 2 behind. So it's a real possibility that James Rodriguez, the top scorer of the 2014 World Cup, missed the edition of 2018. I think that Argentina is going to prevail. Messi yesterday led the team. There were a lot of controversy after their bad game at Brazil. I think that Brazil destroyed them only doing 2 things: being a smart and balanced team and capitalizing Argentina's mistakes and Argentina's weakness in the mental and in the football parts. I think that Argentina looked like a weak team and Brazil is a team on the rise. I think that under Tite, and with players like Neymar, like Coutinho, like Gabriel Jesus, they are starting to build something. I'm feeling that Brazil can be again that team that was a contender, a lifetime contender. I think that they are in a good path right now. I didn't feel that them in the previous year, but right now I think that something is starting to pop up in Brazil, and I think they are going to be a factor in 2 years. They are with 3 games remaining, and I think that they are going to be one of the teams to beat in Russia a couple of years ago. And then Chile, I trust Chile because they have a game plan, they have a style that they have been playing the same under Bielsa, then under Berizzo, now under Pizzi. I think that Sampaoli, that name didn't come to my mouth. I think that they have a style, and it's very important in this football nowadays. Argentina lack of that style. And the other day survived because of Messi, because he scored a tremendous free kick. I recommend you to visit another YouTube channel when this video is over and check what Messi scored, the free kick he scored, and then he gave an assist to an unknown striker called Prato. He's the striker of Atletico Mineiro, and Bauza decided to start him instead of Higuaín, that was good when he entered the field late in the second half. And Agüero, who I think he didn't enter. I went to bed with 10 minutes to go. But let's go to the derby. I think that both Simeone and Zidane have doubts coming into the game. Let's go first with the injury report. Atletico, Griezmann has a hit on his foot, but it's not an issue. He's going to be on the pitch Saturday night. And in Real Madrid we have good news and bad news. It's almost impossible that Casemiro is going to make to the match. He hasn't been training with the rest of the team. That injury in the peroné is getting complicated, and we are not going to have Casemiro on the pitch. But Sergio Ramos, he has shortened up his injury, and he's going to be on the field. He has been training normally with the rest of the team all this week, and we will see. He will be 5 weeks from the injury when he step up to the pitch in the Vicente Calderón, and I think that the lack of rhythm will be a factor, because coming back against an Atletico de Madrid with the aggressiveness, with the passion, with the solid game plan Simeone always developed is not the best recipe. But I think that Ramos has heart, and Zidane has been watching him practicing all this week and he's going to be on the starting lineup. In the midfield, I think Zidane, I read in Marca, is considering using a 4-4-2. I don't know how the players are going to be, but I think that in the midfield is going to start with Modric, with Kovacic and with Isco. Isco had a late goal with Spain at Wembley, the goal which supposed the draw. Spain started losing 2-0 and then 2 late goals from Aspas, another beauty one, and then this final minute goal from Isco set the equalizer at Wembley. And I think that Isco is going to play, and up front, if he considers to play with 4-4-2, maybe Lucas Vázquez gets into the pitch and we only have up front Cristiano and Bale. It will be obviously a tremendous game. Vitali and me will be with the previews couple of days from now. Vitali is in a well-deserved holiday, short holiday but well-deserved. And I'm going to answer a couple of questions. Mateo is here behind the scenes and he's going to tell me just 2 or 3 because we are about to start the live show in Spanish. So the best 3 questions will get my answer.
So we have a question here from Ebenezer Obaseki. He says, should we sell James and sign Dybala?
Well, a lot of you are talking about Dybala here in Spain too. First of all, we have this FIFA ban over us, and I think it will be impossible right now in the market, but I think that sticking to James instead of thinking in Dybala, I think that the situation is in a kind of point of no return. I think that Zidane, he doesn't like the player at all. I think he's a great player, but he do not fit in the system. He doesn't fit in the system, and I think that it's, as you all know, football is it's evolving all time. What an analysis of now will not prevail in a month, but looking back to the last year, it's a long situation with this. With James, there is no going forward, and I think that maybe James' time in Madrid it's starting to an end.
The next question is from Septil Warrior 214. Why is Ronaldo performing great for Portugal and not for Real?
I have to be 100% honest. I haven't seen those matches from Portugal. I've seen the highlights, but not the complete matches, and I do not have a global picture to make that statement. But I always respect Cristiano, but I think that those rivals like Latvia, Armenia, and Gibraltar, I think that they are too weak to make a statement again. But I think that with Real Madrid, at some point of his bad or not good season, it's about effectiveness. He's missing a lot of chances. He needs a great amount of shots, like 11, to score a goal. I think that when this ratio goes to a more Cristiano's numbers, it will be the judgment we have on Cristiano will be different. I think that he's playing number 9 right now, and he's producing chances, not producing, but he's finishing a lot of chances, but he needs a little more of effectiveness. The effectiveness he has had all along his career. And I think that when he fixes that, it's a streak only. I think that he's going to put great numbers in scoring terms. He's not going to be a dribbler, he's not going to be all the final third playmaker, but I think that he's going to be celebrating a lot against this year.
And finally, the last question from Advik Lok. If you had to replace Benzema with a younger player, who would it be?
It's a tough one, but I think that Dybala is a great option, as our other friend told earlier. I really like Aubameyang because what I like the most about Aubameyang is that he's a player that he's constantly improving. Aubameyang, he's constantly adding new things to his game. He was a speedster, he appeared like a speedster in the top level with Borussia, but right now he's a multiple threat. He can finish, he has great instincts, he maintains his overwhelming speed, but he's intelligent to make short moves that make him be in front of the goalkeeper, and I think that he's a global playmaker. He used to be a wingman, he used to be a player that with his feet can produce a lot, but I think that his understanding of football is improving. And a real youngster, maybe the youngster at least in the strikers, that is impressing me the most lately is Marcus Rashford from Manchester United. I think that he has climbed the ladder in United. He's going to be a perennial starter this year. And I think that we have to be aware of this player evolution, because he has everything. He has a lot of power, he has heart, he has instinct, he can play in the 3 positions of the up front, but I think the position where he shines the most is a striker or behind the striker. And I think that we are going to talk a lot about Rashford in the next few years and months. And Galacticos, this has been the real news for today. Stay tuned, because tomorrow, on Friday, Vitaly and me will be breaking down this derby against. See you soon. Goodbye. Adios.